Okay, here we go, another video. It's later in the afternoon. I'm encroaching on a 3-week vacation we're going to take off around the planet. And getting caught up at home with all sorts of different things. And making a quick video, again, touch base on that last video we posted up and some more. Where to start? So much to say, so many questions to answer, so many things to try to get to people to focus on. And so many things to try to get people to quit focusing on, because it's driving yourselves insane when it comes to this topic. Just a quick side mention while it's fresh in my head. There's a handful of people that actually got upset about that screenshot that some random person randomly took and handed over to me. And if you don't listen to what I actually say in the videos, I actually said to everybody, I don't really give a shit. It is what it is. It's something interesting. Have a look at it. It is what it is. All right? And that's what it seems like a handful of people, more than that, actually focused on that alone out of that whole entire video and absolutely missed any message that was supposed to be delivered in the video. That's the mind-boggling part about humans as a group on average, is how much everybody actually misses, and the insignificant dog shit that people choose to remain focused on. That's one of the biggest problems. It's mind-boggling. It's frustrating. It can be if you let it. So that photograph, the screenshot, it is what it is. Just a little token, something to throw in there and let you have a peek at that somebody screenshot. No big deal. Wasn't a major part of the video, and it still isn't. It won't be. Moving along. Many people ask me what I think of, and they'll rattle off various common names known in the Sasquatch Bigfoot communities. And I keep getting bombarded. What do you think of so-and-so? What do you think of his photographs? What do you think of this? And to answer every single one of those questions easily and once, here's my answer. I don't think of them. I don't. All right? Researcher groups have absolutely, they don't mean anything to me when it comes to this topic. And I'm not being a dick when I'm saying that. And I will explain to you why I feel that way. Once you see one of these things for yourself, you instantly become as much of an expert in the topic as anybody else. You don't have to seek approval from somebody else for what you saw. You know what you saw. And to the probably, I will bet you, out of the people subscribing to my channel right now, I will bet you there's a conservative 20,000 people are following my channel that have seen these things firsthand, without a doubt in my mind. And once you have seen one of these things, researcher groups don't mean shit. It doesn't matter who has a PhD or a doctor in anything. It doesn't matter. You got somebody posing down with 1 million frickin' footprint casts out of their office or their lab, and they've made it onto 50,000 frickin' TV shows and it comes to this topic. They don't matter. It doesn't matter what that person thinks. I don't care. And this is why. You see, I don't know, the majority of the population, the majority of the percentage of people interested in this topic, you are all watching the same groups of people, possibly online on television, and you're watching them chasing their tails. There's nonstop people focusing on footprints. There's nonstop, the same people are focusing on banging wood off of trees, yelling in the night. So many people are absolutely stunned. It's almost like you're just stunned. You're numb and stunned because you're focusing on footprints. You're looking for footprints. You're going on these so-called expeditions. We're going on an expedition. Are ya? Cool. Good luck with that. In my crazy little world, I've probably gone on over 250 expeditions alone this year, just because I go in the woods nonstop. And that's what people do. You go in the woods, it's basically, you could call that a Sasquatch expedition, right? But anyways, I'm rambling on. What I'm trying to get at is everybody is staying focused at the obvious. The footprints. Let me back this up a little bit. Obviously I don't go scripted. I set up the camera, I let her rip, all right? This is how it works for me. If I describe how it works for my mind, it'll possibly get across more clear what I'm trying to deliver to all you guys. Number one, this channel right here is not to prove the existence of these things to the public. I've said that I don't know how many times, yet there's still dozens of people that make their stupid douche comments when they say, that ain't proof, it's just a story, I want to see proof, show me proof, damn it. Again, you're on the wrong channel. Use the exit door, see you later, bye. Number 2, what this channel really is for support for the people that have seen these things. That's what this channel's for. My motivation is to get the respect back and the credibility back to those good, honest people who didn't ask for the experience and they've been shit on and discredited. That's what this channel's for. And no more. So, if you find you are one of those people that think you are here to have something proven to you while you sit there eating your Cheetos looking at the screen, you're on the wrong channel, okay? Getting back to how my mind is operating with this topic, it's this. And I guess I can jump ahead the way I am because I have seen these things. I have had numerous, I guess you call encounters of these damn things over the years, so I'm done. I don't need them proven to me. So once you've seen one of these things, you know they're out there. You spoke to probably over 40 or 50 people firsthand that have seen these things. Watching somebody producing a television show when it comes to this topic is absolutely embarrassing once you've seen one of these things. And then you soon come to realize that the majority of these people who actually make it on television, mainstream, they are what one person, very educated person, recently said to me, they consider them the paid opposition. It's almost like they are paid to ensure that this topic does not get the credibility it deserves. And it's almost like these people are paid to ensure that you people do not stay honestly informed on this topic. That's all they're doing, and that is true. So, this is how I would hope that all of you start to look at this topic and try to do this. Okay? Let's just go over the evidence real quick. The current evidence real quick. There's probably tens of thousands of first-hand eyewitnesses. Okay, that is, as far as common sense goes, that's your evidence. You shouldn't need any more than that. No matter how distrusting you've become, your community's become, in common sense world, that is enough evidence. Tens of thousands of people globally seeing the same thing, that's your evidence. All right? Footprints. All right, I believe, I'd have to look back in some books, but I believe one of the first footprints found and actually had the dermal ridges cast in them, or possibly in the late 50s, if not the 60s for sure. There's your evidence. Tracks are facts. If you look at the tens of thousands of footprints that have been found, photographed, and cast, they've had people who have studied footprints and bone structures in hominids for years. You can't mimic that. All right, you got plaster cast with dermal ridges. There's your evidence. Okay, dozens of photographs. There's your evidence. It'll never be good enough evidence for the people who stand screaming in front of the screen, show me the proof. It'll never work. Is there video evidence? As anybody's gone back to and pointed to numerous times, the Patterson-Gimlin film, it was made in 1967 in daylight lighting, filming an upright being ripping across the riverbed. Still today, it's almost the year 2020, you cannot find a special effects business in Hollywood or anywhere on the planet today that can duplicate that film strip. All right? That's all that needs to be said about that. You know, there's some very talented people who are very talented with technology, like M.K. Davis out of Texas. They've made stabilized versions of this video clip now. They can show the muscles bulging out of it. There's no zipper. But you can argue about those points all you want. It doesn't matter. If you put on the brakes, back up a little bit, take a look at it, you cannot duplicate that being in that video clip with that camera still today in the year 2020. It's not going to happen. And if your brain still can't wrap around that fact and see that as evidence, you are never going to be convinced. So you should probably drop this topic altogether, click delete on my video channel, and go back to watching the Kardashians or something, because your brain is never, ever, ever going to be able to accept the facts. It's not going to happen. If you can't just look at that one film clip made in 1967 and be flat out looked in the eyes and told it cannot be duplicated still today, and your brain can't accept that as proof, well, what the hell more can you supply a person? You can't. So if you can't get past that fact alone, you're not going to ever have proof given to you unless one comes up and slaps you in the side of the head, or until you finally have one run across the road in front of your truck. That's about it, and that's up to you, and that's on your own, and that's not going to be provided here or anywhere else. So what I'm saying is, you have to get past all this and carry forward. So for me, I've seen one of these things. I've seen them twice. I've heard them, I don't know how many times. I've had numerous things happen, encounters. I know what did it. I don't need anybody to tell me whether I'm right or wrong. I saw it clear. Footprints, and then you start to dig in on your own because you want answers. Then you see footprints. Yep, footprints confirmed, tens of thousands for sure, 3 times as deep in the ground as human beings, 6 foot, 5 foot stride, dermal ridges. Got it. I'm done. Do you see how fast that took? Less than a minute. I'm done on the footprints. But meanwhile, there's researcher groups that are spending years focusing on talking about footprints, and they wonder why they're not going anywhere, right? The Patterson film, for me, okay, I've seen it. There's one walking. That is one. Is it a hoax? Well, they can't duplicate that film strip till today. It's not a hoax. I'm done. I don't have to look at that film strip anymore. I'm done. I don't even have to talk about it. My brain goes, okay, check, got it. That is one. It's authentic. Moving forward. Prints. Done. Thousands of times. Check. Prints are done. My brain moves forward. Tens of thousands of sightings. Boom. My brain registers, oh, tens of thousands of people seeing this thing. I'm good on the sightings. Now, where am I going next? My brain is 100% focused on why the hell are we not informed about these things? That's all my brain's thinking about now. These things exist. I've seen them. Tens of thousands of people have seen them. There's footprints, there's hair, there's DNA. There's another thing. There's been dozens of DNA samples submitted. Everybody shit on Melba Ketchum. You can read exactly what happened. Those samples went to numerous labs. Okay, no matter how much everybody tried to and successfully discredited poor Dr. Melba Ketchum, there's still all the other numerous labs that did the exact same thing with the exact same outcome. Got it? The DNA exists. So what I am trying to point out to all of you, including all you sniveling researcher groups who, lots of you guys are angry at me, oh well, you're not moving forward because you're not moving forward. You're staying stuck. It's almost like there's a role. It's almost like whoever it is, whatever it is, that's trying to keep this subject suppressed, they are successfully manipulating you into going in circles. Successfully, and they're doing it perfectly. Imagine taking all these qualified people, these doctors, professors, and you actually dupe them into staying and studying footprints for years. Bravo, you did it. Perfect. You're keeping the topic suppressed. You're keeping people from going forward. Right? Tell me if I'm wrong. So what I'm trying to get across to every single one of you is the energy you're wasting looking at the obvious is ensuring that this topic does not move forward and nobody learns more. The second that all of you band together and put your focus on who and why we are not informed clearly of these beings, until you do not do that, you're not going to get the answers. All right? You're not. You have to pull your heads out of your asses, redirect your energy and your focus, and put it there. You need to find out why we are not informed honestly about these things. That's what you all need to be doing. All of you. You know, as time comes, I am going to be delivering to you something that is going to be so supportive it's stupid. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of money. It doesn't come overnight. I've said it before. I'll say it again. And there's no more discussing that until the time arrives. So in the meantime, what I can do here on my own is I can still offer up to support all you people out there who are being discredited. And you know what? I think I'm up to over, I don't know what the hell there is. There's easily over 3,500 emails into me since I came clean on my experience with this thing to all of you after you demanded, after all of you hounded me and got me to admit it and finally start talking about it. And the qualified professionals in various fields from around the planet that are emailing me with confidence is overwhelming. The things that I'm learning just in this last couple months is absolutely ridiculous. And I truly appreciate all of you who have emailed me. But right now, what a lot of you need to do is you need to look at the obvious, see it clearly, and move past it and move forward. Otherwise, you're not going to. You know, a lot of people actually stay stuck in the trail camera thing. It's so mind-boggling. You know, if anybody has trail camera experience, trust me, it's going to be me. I've probably had, I think, $25,000 dropped in motion cameras. We have directly placed them in remote locations from Alaska to, I've been involved with putting trail cameras into the remote swamps of Alabama, Alaska to Alabama. You name the wildlife, you name the animal, I've got it on trail camera. Okay, I've done it. You can look back in the history books. I think I was the first person to ever get stone sheep on a remote trail camera. I've done it. I do it nonstop, year round. Have I ever had a Sasquatch at one of the cameras? No, I haven't. Does that just tell my brain instantly that they don't exist? Of course not. I've already seen one of the damn things. So what that tells my brain is, all right, trail cameras aren't going to do it. You know, there is numerous trail camera captures out there. Coincidental, very lucky catches. One trail camera is actually licked by a hairy being caught on film over 9 feet in the air, and that's one of the DNA samples they managed to get. Okay? So, but on average, trail cameras just aren't going to do it. Moving along, keep going. Find out why. Figure out something else. But I have a strong feeling for if you really want the answers to what's going on, you need to really start digging and you need to find out why we aren't informed of these things. That is what you have to do. If you find the moment the mainstream population finds out why we aren't informed, you will know the answers to everything. And that is a fact. And it's going to be a scary eye-opener for many, I'm certain. But am I ready to babble into the camera to you guys what I know at this stage of the game? I have delivered to you guys a lot of what I know. I'm still trying to piece together facts for myself to make sense of a lot of other things that are directly connected to this topic. It's absolutely challenged. It's absolutely challenging. It's mind-boggling and very confusing, and it's very eye-opening at the same time. But you just keep, if you're interested enough, if you have that flavor of personality, you just keep going. Keep going, you keep digging, and eventually you find very, very intelligent people who know a lot, and they share with you in confidence, and then you start putting it all together. But sadly, the other side of the coin is, as you're putting this all together, there's such a large portion of the population that drives you frickin' bananas along the ride because they are so far behind and they so don't understand anything and they just can't seem to pick up anything. But it's very easy for them to hit the old keyboard and lash out at you while you are deeply enthralled in trying to help everybody, and it can be a little challenging at times. It's hard not to lash out and just want to kick them in the nuts, right? But anyway, hopefully this is shedding some kind of a light to all of you and a lot of you researchers who are staying stagnant and not moving forward. You know, it's I'm trying to encourage everybody to band together, get a little loud, support each other, and find out why we're not informed. That's probably one of my main messages I want to get across to all of you today. That's a big one. And you know, an example of how hard it is to try to talk to people is like I'm getting attacked nonstop on various Facebook Sasquatch pages apparently. And somebody private messaged me and showed me, have you seen this? And I looked at it. And it was on one of my videos where I'm delivering a message to everybody to help them. And the Sasquatch group, all they're focusing on is one person says they don't like the way I talk. And then about 12 other people chime in to how I talk. And I'm like, really? These people are that stupid? They're making it about me and the way I talk? Really? No wonder they're not getting any answers. They're idiots. Okay, so in the meantime, again, I'm going to use this moment I'm reaching out to a handful of people. And if you do email me, I'll know who I'm talking to. You know, there's a lot of people in some very, very, I don't know, how do you describe the positions in life? There are some professionals out there who are in some very high level positions of authority when it comes to military and or the police department and other various offices. And I am getting an overwhelming amount of very revealing, informative emails from these people. And so that's telling me that my audience is growing in the right direction and the right people are listening. And I'd like to send out a direct message to a handful of people right now. And you'll know who you are. And if one of you people could, who are you? You are a member of a tactical support division in the RCMP in the Lower Mainland. On May 28th in 2013, you were all called to an incident at what's called the 48 kilometer in Harrison Lake. And you and your tactical support team were sent there. And you all saw something in the forest. Something happened with your unit in that timber. And there was a handful of us, including the wife of the person involved in this incident, who are really, really, really curious for some answers of what went on. All right? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. And if one of you guys or gals are watching this video today, it would be greatly appreciated if you just go out and make some kind of anonymous email. And if you have it in you, just email us and let us know what happened that day in that forest. Okay? And it might help shed some light on something that happened. And it's actually, obviously, it's very important to a few people what happened that day. And I understand that you are not allowed to speak of that, what happened that day. But there's no way it isn't eating you guys alive. So if you do, just go grab a random email from somewhere, make up a phony email, phony name. But if you have it in your heart, just email me and share with me some details so we can help some people fill in some gaps of what happened that day, okay? And I'm pretty confident one of you guys is listening to me right now, and you probably wouldn't mind getting it off your chest. All right? If you do, it would be greatly appreciated.